Hey guys, it's Gunner again, and it is 12:07 in the morning. I am all alone in this house. My yeah, so oh, anyways, I'm gonna be reading chapter 6 of Feels Like the First Time. This is the final chapter, and after that will be the epilogue, including author notes. Man, I am almost done with this story. Like, I mean, if you've seen my video of chapter 5, you probably realize that Pinky had her first time with Twilight's brother's shining armor. I laughed my ass off. At first, I thought it was gonna be Discord, but shining armor? Oh my god. I do not want to know what Princess Cadance is will think because of this. But what sucks the most is that this story actually mixes the canon timeline with the fanon. I mean it's like it could happen. It could have happened during the canon series. Oh jeez. Well, anyways, let's get the show on the road. Alright, Chapter 6, Two in the Pink. Looking at the royal candlelight courtyard, one would think that absolutely nothing seemed out of the ordinary, or indeed anything less than perfectly ready for hosting a lively, extravagant wedding reception. The tables were set in cloth. The punch bowl was full and ready to serve with a pyramid of punch glasses beside it. Music was arranged and a sound system was set up and fully in place. A bright white and blue maned unicorn going over the finer details of music mixing with a technician. Final scratch. Looking at it as it was, one wouldn't even think to guess that merely a day earlier the entire courtyard had been trampled and overrun by a horde of body-snatching, lie-telling, disguise-wearing changelings bent on sucking the life out of every pony in Canterlot. Everything of material value has been ruined, and any other party planner might have given up and gone home. Well, Pinky thought it. Well, Pinky thought as she beamed proudly at the new arrangements. I'm not just any party planner, and that's why I've got the party cutie mark. Eat it, changelings. Wait a minute. Is she gonna break the fourth wall on this? I mean, it'll be so funny if she did, but I don't know. Okay. My word, Pinkie Pie, you've really outdone yourself, said a voice behind her and to her left. Canterlot parties are usually so sterile. You just added some life into this party. Pinky smiled modestly and spun around. Thanks a bunch, Princess Cadance. Wait, is it Cadence or Cadance? Or maybe you like cadenza? Wait, no, you're a princess. You should do the whole thing. Thank you so much for the compliment, O fair Press Mia Mari Cadenza. A deep pink alicorn chuckled heartedly and hugged Pinkie Pie tightly under one hoof. Pinky, please, Cadance is just fine. If you say so, you really like it. You really like it? Pinky asked brightly. I love it. I can't wait to see it all come alive during the wedding. The princess stepped forward to take in all the decorations, moving with all the grace one would expect of one of the few living princesses of all of Equestria. Is that a piñata in the corner? Yep, who doesn't love a nice piñata? Pinky bounced up beside her. I know I sure do. I can't wait to find out what's inside. Cadance looked over the party decorations for a few more minutes, though her smile seemed to be fading as she went. Princess, if you don't mind me asking, are you okay? Pinkie Pie asked. Is something wrong with the party? No, of course not, Pinkie. It's perfect. Nothing's wrong at all. Not with the wedding. Not with the wedding. Cadance sighed and turned away from Pinkie. I should get going. I still have to check on Applejack and her treats. Not without a smile, you're not. Pinkie Pie bounced in front of her to stop her. Huh? A smile? Cadance blinked in surprise. Yep. No pony walks away from me without a smile. If you got a problem, tell me and I'll make you feel better, Pinkie Pie insisted. Cadance fixed her with a stunned stare and let out a soft chuckle. Oh, Pinkie Pie, Twilight told me all about you, but even what she said seems inadequate. I know, I get that a lot. No pony quite knows how to describe me. Now come on, tell me what you got you looking so pouty. I don't know how to describe Pinkie Pie either, and I don't want to say anything. She's just really party crazy. Cadance shook her head with a soft smile and resignation. All right, since you insist. It's nothing to do with the wedding or the reception, but my husband-to-be. Since we defeated the Changeling Queen yesterday, Shining Armor has felt distant. He's as kind and as wonderful as ever, but he hasn't been talking to me all day now. I feared there's something he refuses to tell me. Pinkie sat her up and tapped her chin with the front hoof, thinking, are you sure he's not just getting an early start on the part where you can't see the bride before the wedding? Cadance managed another small chuckle. No, Pinkie, I'm pretty sure it's not it. Something's bothering him, and he won't tell me what. He just gives me this sad fake smile. Oh no, that's two ponies who aren't smiling at a wedding. And it's the two most important ponies in a wedding. Yes, that's one way to put it. Well, don't you worry, Princess Cadance. If seeing Shining Armor happy again will make you smile, then I'll go get him to smile right away. Yeah, I bet you made him smile. Rainbow, don't you dare. Pinkie, tell her she's wrong. Tell me she's wrong. I'm trying to tell my story. Sheesh. Oh shit. Twilight's starting to get pissed. Oh, thank you, Pinkie. Cadance agreed with a smile. A weak one, but it was definitely a genuine smile. And that was good enough for Pinkie for now. I should be in the North Tower guest bedroom. It's the groom's staging area. I hope your attitude is as infectious as it is to me. I know it'll be. Go check on AJ and meet up there in 10 minutes. I promise I'll have it smiling by then. It's a promise then. Cadance said, bowing thankfully to Twilight and then turning to trot off to the kitchens. Alright, Shining Armor, Pinkie announced in no pony particular, marching towards the North Tower. Let's see what makes you tick. What makes him tick? Oh, come on, Twilight. This is just too easy. Shut up, Rainbow. Pinkie, this better not be going where Rainbow thinks it's going. Where does Rainbow think it's going? Well, I keep telling the story. The North Tower of Canterlot Castle was so high it was almost level to the top of the mountain upon which the city is perched. Through the windows of the stairwell leading up to it, Pinkie Pie could see all of Equestria spreading out across the distant horizon. Why, when she squinted, she was sure she could make out Sugar King Corner and Ponyville, but she didn't let herself get distracted for too long. She had a pony to cheer up. She rapped one hoof lightly on the door at the top of the stairs. Shining Armor, hello, it's your friend Pinkie Pie. There was silence for several moments before she spoke again. Hello, I hope you can hear me. She waited another few minutes before continuing even louder to the top of her lungs. Hello, it's Pink. The door opened then, and Shining Armor stood on the other side, rubbing his ear with one hoof. Yes, hello, I hear you. Geez, you have some pipes. Hello, Shining Armor. I just wanted to make sure everything's okay for the wedding. Every pony should be smiling at the wedding. Pinkie grinned. Of course I'll be smiling at the wedding. You needn't worry. Cadance is the most wonderful and beautiful mare in Equestria. Marrying her is my only dream now. Despite his attempt at a comforting smile, there was no happiness in his face. Only a lingering doubt and worry. Cadance had been right. Even his smile wasn't happy. Something was definitely wrong. So don't worry about me, okay? Everything is right with the world now. I don't think it is. Pinkie Pie stepped inside of his room without waiting for an answer, though she didn't shove him aside. Instead, she slipped nimbly past him without even touching him, striding right to the center of the room and plopping her rump down on the carpet as she faced him. Cadance said you haven't been talking to her. She thinks you're sad, and I agree. Cadance said that? Shining Armor shut the door immediately with a sigh, lowering his head. Damn it. I thought I was doing a good job of hiding it. Nope, not really. She totally sees right through you, and she's getting pretty worried. Also, hiding what? What could be so bad to make you frown now of all times? Pinkie asked curiously. Shining Armor shook his head and approached the window pointed inward towards the castle proper, leaning up against the windowsill. The Changeling Queen fooled every pony, but no pony more than me. I never realized that anything was wrong with my own fiancé. She said everything right. She did everything right. Pinkie Pie giggled warmly. Aw, is that all you're worried about? Don't be silly. It wasn't your fault. Twilight saw what was happening. That Changeling Queen had you under a mean, nasty spell. Every time you got a little suspicious, she used it on you a little more until you forgot you were suspicious about anything. By the time you got to the wedding, you were practically a zombie. It's not just that, Shining Armor sighed. I know she had me under a spell, but what? Pinkie pressed. I don't remember anything from when she was using it on me, but I do remember everything else. That thing was posing as my fiance for a while before the wedding was originally scheduled. Days, and while Cadance was locked away in that cave all the time, I was spending time with that fake like she was my wife to be. Ooh, did you kiss her without knowing she was a fake? Pinkie guessed. Shining Armor looked away glumly. A lot more than kiss her. Oh, shit! Yeah, he pretty much... Not only did he kiss Queen Chrysalis, but also fucked her, too. Oh, this is too rich. Twilight gasped, her front hooves flying to her mouth. Oh my goddess! Oh, the scandal! Rarity whispered dramatically. Oh, how terrible! Fluttershy squeaked. Ooh, this is good! Rainbow grinned, more interested than ever. Oh, brother, what a drama king! Applejack grunted. Wait a minute. I can't believe it. That's what you meant about my brother's sex life? Shining Armor? Got in bed with that monster? Twilight looked as she was going to be sick. It ain't his fault. It ain't no pony's fault but that blasted Changeling Queen. So don't you dare go blaming your own kin. Twilight shuddered and gulped down her nauseous breath. I guess so, but still, ugh, that's revolting to even think about. I have almost rather heard it was Pinkie Vault was Shining Armor's sex life. Pinkie giggled softly and continued. Well... Ooh, you mated with her? Pinkie asked curiously. Shining Armor sighed after a moment. Yes, I did. He turned away from her, and even though I didn't know it was her, I feel like I not only failed Cadance, I felt like I betrayed her. I feel like I betrayed her. I mean, Twilight saw through her ruse. Why couldn't I? How could, how could I get into bed with her? Probably several times, and not even suspect a thing. How could I claim to love her when I don't even notice when some pony takes her place? He broke down into a soft sob tinged with anger at himself. How could I look at her when I cheated on her days before our wedding? Pinkie Pie remained silent for a moment, then moved to walk around him until she was standing by his side, looking out the window. She stood up on her hind legs and reached up with two hooves to grip his cheeks, forcing his lips to curl upward. You look at her with a smile, Pinkie. That's how you look at her, because that's what you make her do. She couldn't keep smiling at me if she knew what I did. I don't deserve her smiles. So, Shining Armor choked up softly. I beg to differ. Shining Armor whirled in shock when he heard a soft voice coming from the bedroom door. Cadence was standing there with a concerned expression on her face, her eyes locked onto his. Cadence, Shining Armor looked away from her almost instantly. You heard all that, didn't you? I heard enough, the princess admitted. I wanted to tell you, Cadence, but I was so ashamed. I'm so sorry. Cadence moved to approach him. It's not your fault, my love. You are as much a victim as I was. Cadence reached up to touch his cheek softly with one hoof. She manipulated you, used your mind, used your body. Don't you dare blame yourself for that. She stared into her eyes, holding his head straight with one hoof. Promise me. Shining Armor took a deep breath. Yes, you're right. I know you're right, but still, No buts, Shining Armor. I don't blame you at all, and neither should you. So please, promise me. Shining Armor managed another deep breath, stronger this time. All right. For you, I promise. I won't blame myself anymore. Well, at least she understands. I guess I would be pretty much the same way if that kind of thing happens. Cadence smiled warmly. Just remember that we'd succeeded in banishing the changelings only because of how very much you love and trust me, and I you. The princess leaned in to capture his lips in a tender kiss, which he swiftly returned. Pinkie grinned brightly at her success. There, you see, it wasn't so hard at all. Thank you, Pinkie. Cadence answered as the kiss ended, and she and Shining Armor laid their heads on each other's shoulders. You are every bit the smile bringer you promised. Aw, thanks. That's Pinkie Pie, always bringing the smiles. Pinkie beamed. Cadence drew back after a moment, glad to see a real smile on Shining Armor's face. And also as soon as she was satisfied, her own smile turned teasing. So, how was she? Oh my god. She's actually pressing him to know what it was like to have sex with the imposter Cadence. Shining Armor went pale and then bright red in record time. Har, very funny, huh? No, really, tell me, Cadence giggled. Since you had a little fun without me, I think it's only fair to be a little curious about it. Shining Armor gulped, as though terrified there wasn't a good answer. It was alright, I guess. Cadence's teasing smile only grew. Just alright? Gosh, Shining Armor, that was practically me in there. It was just alright with me, too? No, it's wonderful with you. Cadence crawled up onto the bed and giggled coyly. I think I'm a little insulted. Here, I'll let you go have a little extra fun, and this is the thanks I get? I think I got a raw deal. Pinkie Pie giggled, quick to jump in and play along. Yeah, gee, Shining Armor, talk about rude. Maybe Cadence should get to have some extra fun now, too. extra fun, Shiny Numbers could only stare in shock. Mm-hmm. Cadence slipped one hoof around Pinkie Pie to pull up against her side. You gotta be with another filly after all. That was no. Ooh. Shiny Armor's sentence died the instant Cadence pulled Pinkie Pie into a soft kiss and on the lips. Pinkie Pie gasped at first as well, then leaned into it happily and threw her hooves around Cadence's neck. She could feel Cadence pulling her closer still, until Pinkie felt her smaller, curled-up body pressed tightly up against Cadence's underbelly. You're definitely making this all up. No, really, it's really real. Huh, Yep, we got a threesome heading our way. Yeah, I haven't done a fanfiction reading where it involved a threesome. Okay. Pinkie Pie could hear the footsteps approaching the bed, but Cadence didn't give her a moment to look. Gently laying Pinkie down on her back to free up her hooves, which ran down her sides to her kitty marks, drawing out a sharp moan of pleasure. Excuse me. Pinkie's body writhed up against Cadence's, whose tongue wriggled out of her lips to push its way inside of Pinkie's with a firm, insistent shove. Pinkie didn't complain. This just felt too amazing. Cadence, honey? Shiny Armor stammered, his voice much closer now. What? Cadence broke from Pinkie's lips and glanced at her fiancé. And as Pinkie took a look at him as well, she saw that he had indeed moved closer, halfway toward the bed. His jaw was hanging open, and his eyes were enormous, staring at them both in blinking shock. Partly in surprise, but Pinkie couldn't help but grin when she saw interest in there as well. Cadence apparently saw it too. Ooh, did you want to watch? She whispered almost sensually. Well, alright then, you naughty stallion, you. Yes. Threesome time. Okay, wait a minute. What? No. That is not Cadence, and that's definitely not my brother. This story is completely awesome. Shut her up, Applejack. This story rocks. Keep going, Pinkie. Oh yeah, this story is starting to get awesome. Cadence winked at her husband-to-be and then resumed her kiss with Pinkie, and the party pony was all too eager to return it. She never partied quite like this before, but she had to admit it was something new and exciting for her. Not to mention some serious sexy fun. And Shiny Armor seemed entirely okay with it. If the long pink thing beginning to stick out from under his stomach was any indication, she knew what it was, of course, but she never really looked at one before, and despite locking lips with a beautiful alicorn princess, she couldn't deny it was drawing her attention. Cadence moaned into Pinkie's lips with a soft smile. See something you like, Pinkie Pie? I think I do. Pinkie replied with an eager nod. Cadence chuckled and kissed her again, this time running one hoof down slowly across Pinkie's underbelly, where her hoof brushed over the sensitive nipples that were already protruding from her body. Just barely visible through her fur, Pinkie couldn't stop a soft moan from escaping her throat, her head lolling back against the bed sheets. She definitely never felt anything like that before. Shiny Armor drew closer still onto the bed until he was standing right beside it. Oh goddess, Pinkie realized. He wasn't even looking at Cadence right now. He was staring straight at her. His eyes were roaming over her body, which was only half covered by Cadence's body, to allow her hoof to maneuver across her underside. Cadence must have also seen his wandering eyes, because she moved out of the way entirely, exposing Pinkie's splayed body body for the soon-to-be prince to see. By now, Shining Armor's erection was nearly touching the floor, despite its steep angle. It had to be at least as long as his legs, if not the entire length of his body. Pinkie had never seen a sight like that, but she felt that wetness growing between her legs just at the sight of it. She wanted to see it being plunged inside of her. Again, as if her sensing her desires, Cadence shifted across the bed, moving to sit behind Pinkie and pull her up against her torso onto her lap, with Pinkie's back against her chest. What do you say, my love? Cadence asked sensually. Will you help me reward our best friend with helping us smile again? It would be my pleasure. Shining Armor crawled onto the bed with them, approaching Pinkie Pie, who was practically helpless in Cadence's hooves with her legs splayed in front of her. It would also be my pleasure, Pinkie replied with a cheeky grin. Oh my goddess, this is like the most hilarious porno ever! This is not happening, this is not happening, this is not happening. Hush, Twilight, this is the juiciest story yet! Yeehaw! Alrighty then. Pinkie lay back contentedly in Cadence's embrace as Shining Armor crawled over the two mares, looking down at them in amazement, like he couldn't believe his luck. He leaned forward over Pinkie's head and kissed his future bride quite passionately, and Pinkie craned her neck up to watch as their lips and tongues mingled lovingly, even as his straining erection was pressing against Pinkie's own gooey and spread open slit. Then Cadence was tugging Pinkie's hind legs just a bit further apart, and Shining Armor was sliding forward, driving his shaft right up inside her in a single long, smooth motion. Pinkie gasped and squealed excitedly, feeling so wonderfully, delightfully full of her most intimate of places. Oh gosh, she was doing it. She was having sex, and it was awesome. She heard it could be good, but this was just incredible. It was the best feeling she could possibly describe, and he hadn't even started moving yet. Cadence's hooves, meanwhile, had let go of her thighs now that Shining Armor had fully embedded inside Pinkie, and returned them to the colorful balloons on her flanks, giving them a few more sensual strokes. And Pinkie swiftly remembered the other half of the amazing duo, pleasuring her, thanking her, loving her. Goddess, those hooves are incredible. She had no idea getting her kitty marks rubbed could be such a huge turn-on. Pinkie craned her neck up to try to join in the kiss, going right above her head, but her neck was just too darn short. Thankfully, Cadence seems to realize that she needed attention and leaned down to bury her muzzle on the side of Pinkie's neck, sucking and licking at her sensitive flesh. Pinkie groaned deeply and arched her neck, sure that it couldn't get any better, when suddenly Shining Armor began to move, pulling his gargantuan erection out of her gooey vagina and pushed it back with broad sweeping motions. Pinkie had to bite her lip to keep from screaming in pleasure as Shining Armor plunged in and out of her while Princess Cadence held her tightly in place, refusing to let her push him away. Squashed between them like a big sandwich of love, Pinkie Pie felt like her body was on fire, a fire that only got worse and better as Shining Armor thrust into her again and again. Pinkie howled and yelped as the strange sensation flooded through her body, coming to a screaming, incredible orgasm. She was pretty sure that was what it was called anyway, and good golly, no wonder ponies wanted them so bad. They were awesome. It was like a sneeze, but better, and for her whole body, especially her really pink spot. Shining Armor pulled out of Pinkie with a soft smile. How was that, Pinkie? Pinkie shot him a beaming smile. So amazing! Now let's do Cadence. Pinkie jumped up and put her hooves on Cadence's shoulders, pushing her down onto her back eagerly and pushing her hind legs open. Ooh, look, she's already all gooey too. Maybe just a little taste? Pinkie Pie leaned down on her hooves and let her tongue run up Cadence's slit in a slow rhythm. Unbroken, even when she felt Shining Armor mount her back properly and thrust himself inside of her again. Pinkie very nearly came again right then, shrieking into Cadence's damp slit, but somehow she held on to her senses, running her tongue over the wet flesh and trying her best to please Cadence, even as Shining Armor's hips slapped against her own. Unfortunately, he was just far too good at this. He obviously had countless nights of practice with his beautiful fiancée, and Pinkie simply could not focus on anything else. Her body soon succumbing to his powerful, calculated thrusting. An ear-to-ear smile grew across her face yet again, even as it was buried between Cadence's hind legs, her body quaking with renewed orgasm. "Oh my gosh!" she cried, and when he pulled out of her again, as stiff as when he started, her hips floppered over to the mattress. "You are certainly easy to please," Cadence said with a soft, breathy giggle. "I'm eager to please too," Pinkie Pie insisted, as though her hips still trembled, her legs felt like they were turning to goo, and her crotch was dripping juices on the bedsheets as copiously as it was dripping from Shining Armor's member. She dove back into Cadence's spread pussy with renewed vigor, determined to finish what she'd started. The taste was unlike anything she'd ever tasted before, like the cake mixed with the most delicious chocolate brownies she had ever had in her entire life. Madness! This is Sparta! Yeah, I had to do it. The mascarpone, the marzipan mascarpone meringue madness. Okay. Her tongue licked and thrust inside of Cadence's slit as vigorously as she could, sliding deep inside of her to explore every inch of her moistened slit. Just the smell was enough to drive Pinkie wilder. She wasn't even sure what it was like, but she dug with her tongue to find out. While Pinkie was busy eating out Cadence's slit with vigor, she looked up at Cadence's body to see Shining Armor move up the bed to stroke Cadence's cheeks, which almost immediately darted down to take his erection into her mouth. Pinkie could only watch in fascination as Cadence's lips bobbed up and down onto his mammoth member, still shining with Pinkie's own internal love juices. Somehow she managed to take the whole thing in. It didn't even seem possible, but it was incredible. Holy shit. How long is the average horse cock? And how can a small alicorn take all of that in? I mean, I've seen a guy take a whole horse cock up his ass and two guys went horse, but fuck. Man, fucking ponies. Somehow she managed to take the whole thing in. It didn't even seem impossible, but it was incredible. Pinkie let out a tiny gasping squeak when suddenly she saw white stuff begin to leak out of Cadence's lips. Oh gosh, he was filling her mouth with his seed. He was coming. It was such an amazing sight, and even better, she also saw Cadence's slit grow even wetter, juices flowing out in a sudden rush to let Pinkie know that she too had managed to find the incredible climax Pinkie had experienced. Shining Armor pulled his erection out of his fiance's lips, shining now with Pinkie's juices. Cadence spit, and like his own semen, some of which had also stained on the fur around Cadence's lips, he was still going, to Pinkie's delight, and so she got to watch first hoof that he left his last burst of semen on Cadence's extended tongue and flushed cheeks. He certainly seemed like a very virile stallion. Even after he finally finished coming, he wasn't losing his erection at all. Holy shit, he's still horny. Oh my goddess, you both look so hot. Pinky told him with a grin. Oh, we've never been like this until we did it with you, Pinkie Pie. Cadance replied with her own grin. You just make everything more fun. Thanks, that makes me so happy. Pinky squealed with delight. Cadance giggled at her, a look of immense satisfaction on her face. We never had this kind of fun with Twilight. What? What? Oh my god. Were they actually even considering incest? Oh my god. Wait, what? Cadance would never say that. Twilight, shush. Yeah, that'd be just weird. That'll be just weird, Shining Armor agreed. But you, Pinky, you're welcome to join us anytime. And Shining Armor would never say that! Twat, if you didn't want to hear it all, that's why you shouldn't have stayed. Aw, thanks you guys, Pinky sang. There's plenty of time before the wedding if you want to keep going. Sure, we'd love to, Pinky. Hold on. What in Equestria is going on here? A powerful voice echoed through the room, drawing every pony's attention toward the doorway. Or a tall, pale, white, and regal-looking Alicorn stood with a stony expression on her face. Oh my god. Oh my god. Princess Celestia is in this. Cadance, Shining Armor, Pinkie Pie. Why would you do this? Oh, I hope to God she's not joining in on this. Yes, Princess Celestia would bring an end to this. Without me. Oh, fuck. Carcinio geneticist, you are so awesome. Man, I hope you come across this fanfic reading because, oh man, this story is so good. This story reminds me of the movie The First Turn On, but it's more serious. I mean, it's funny and serious, but The First Turn On is actually more funny. Okay, I need to continue. This is so funny. Princess Celestia licked her lips as she approached the side of the bed and leaned down to capture Pinkie Pie's lips in a powerful, passionate kiss. Whoa, ho, what? No way, Celestia? Not a word, Twilight. Oh, I feel so sorry for you, Twilight. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Pinkie Pie felt Celestia's long, powerful legs circle around her body, pulling her up against the sun goddess's chest, even as she pushed her back onto the bed, lying against her. The heat from her body had sweat pouring from the smaller filly's body, just as much as the passion of the kiss they shared. She had never known Princess Celestia could be like this, but darn if she didn't want to see more of it. She was the most amazing kisser in Equestria. Oh, I hope she doesn't go Princess Celestia in this story. Shit. It was then Pinky remembered they weren't alone. She felt something stiff brush against her cheek, and opening her eyes slightly to see Shining Armor perched beside them, kneeling on his hind legs with his long, hard boy sword pushing into their joined lips. With a moan and an exchanged glance from eager excitement, Pinky and Celestia both attacked it with their tongues, taking turns sucking it into their mouths and enjoying the taste of him. Oh, jeez. Now I instantly feel how GTH 10,000 and Tales the Hero were when they were trying to read Twi and Me, as well as Azuka. Oh man. I mean, it should be a normal shipping fic, but for some reason the sex scene is just too funny. And yes, I am giving you and yes, hot sauce. If you're ever watching, if you're even alive, I hope you're watching this. I am giving a shout out to you. I cannot wait for your next fan fictions. I mean, just hope they come out. I really hope they come out because man, your stories are so good. Even though even though the one even though the even though Falling Around is you know, but still they're but still. Okay. Okay, where did I? Okay, where am I? Suddenly, Pinky yelped in pleasure and surprise when she. Oh. Oh wait. In pleasure and surprise when she felt something long, hard, and surprisingly moist pressed against her most intimate of places underneath Celestia's body. And Pinky remembered there was still a third pony in the room. A glance down between them revealed Princess Cadence kneeling right under Celestia's haunches, her long horn pressing firmly up against her already soaking wet slit, and even a little bit inside it too. Whoopsie, make that a lot inside it. Its magical warmth pleasing Pinky in an entirely different way from the warmth of the other phallic object she just had between her legs. Wait a minute. Is Princess Cadence screwing Celeste Pinky with their horn? Okay. Ooh! Pinkie Pie heaved a groan around Shining Armor's mightiness and Princess Celestia's lips, feeling the horn beginning to bug against her hips, pushing her up against the sheets in a fast rhythmic pace. It was so much to take, but Pinkie Pie only wanted more. So much fun had by so many ponies, and the fun was only doubled when Shining Armor found a second climax and Pinkie felt white gooey boy jelly splatter across her own cheek this time. Even saw it splash across Celestia's fur. Oh, Celestia! Pinkie Pie squeaked with an immensely satisfied smile. You're the most amazing pony in the world. You give yourself too little credit, my little pony. Celestia giggled softly and winked back at her. Only you could make every pony smile so. Come on, every pony, smile, smile, smile. I can't remember that song for the life of me. Neither with other Pinky songs. Even though even though just a few hours ago I watched Over the Barrel with Pinky singing "You Gotta Share, You Gotta Care." I can vaguely remember the Cupcake song, but that's just about it. Oh, yay! Then let's keep smiling. Smile forever and ever. Oh, fuck. Pinkie Pie and Princess Celestia joined in another kiss, but this one only lasted a couple moments. Slowly, Pinkie kissed up the bridge of her nose, trailing her lips on the fur on her face until Celestia buried her face against her chest, licking and nuzzling at the sensitive flesh of her underbelly. Pinkie Pie groaned and licked her lips, then leaped forward on impulsive inspiration, taking the tip of the Sun Goddess's horn into her mouth. The warmth of her magic spread through Pinkie Pie, meeting the magic of Princess Cadence down below her thrusting deeply in her moist girl basket. Girl basket, boy jelly, boy sword. Those are good. Those are some good nicknames for penis and vagina. Celestia moved forward, pushing her own horn into her lips until it disappeared inside of her up to her head. Thrusting firmly back and forth, Pinkie Pie had never known a warmth like this before. Almost like a warm blanket wrapped around her body. She felt so snug in the grip of the two princesses. She gasped in surprise around Celestia's horn when she felt something burst inside of her between her hind legs. It felt like it was coming from Cadence's horn. Then gasped again when Celestia pulled back, moist, hot, gooey whiteness splurging from the tip of her horn into Pinkie's open waiting lips splashing across her face yet again. With a gasp of passion and happiness, Pinkie wrapped her hooves around the goddess's neck again and pulled her into yet another passionate kiss, tasting Celestia's own seed with her tongue. She then saw Shining Armor move above her head, move her head again to, no, stop! Oh my god. So much sex! Twilight Sparkle was upright on her hooves, gawking at Pinkie Pie at some twisted mix of anger and horror, having finally wrestled herself away from Rainbow Dash, who had been trying to pin her down and keep her quiet. No, just no. I absolutely 100% refuse to believe you. My brother and Princess Cadance are happily married, monogamous couple. Princess Celestia is a refined, classy authority figure who would never throw herself in a foursome on a whim. Unicorn horns do not ejaculate. There is absolutely no way in the fiery pits of Hades that a single word of this story is true. Aw, come on, Twilight. I want to know what happens next. Rainbow exclaimed in disappointment. Rarity, however, sided with their fellow unicorn. Does it really matter, Rainbow Dash? No offense, Pinkie dear, but it has gotten rather far-fetched. Celestia simply walked in and joined you out of nowhere. Also, most ponies aren't really that eager to jump into foursomes with ponies they just met, Fluttershy said. If at all. Are you sure you didn't just dream all that up? No, you guys, I swear, it's all true. I remember it like it was just last week. Pinkie Pie insisted with a frantic flail on her hooves. Ahem. Well, if you insist. Alright then. What happens next? Rarity asked sweetly. Oh yeah, I'm definitely game for hearing more. Rainbow grinned. Ah! Twilight clapped her hooves over her ears. This is just wrong. Why did you even stay? Why didn't you just get out of the room? Oh my god. Pinkie ignored Twilight completely, launching right back into her tale. Well, next it was Shining Armor's turn to make out with me for a while, and it was really something, let me tell you. He's such a super spectacular kisser, all warm and minty fresh, and he's really amazing with his tongue too. It was so nice. I woke up with shivers down my back and butterflies in my tummy, and my blankets were all extra gooey. Silence reigned for a long moment. Then, wait. Would you care to repeat that last part, Pinkie dear? Rarity voiced what every pony else was already thinking. Oh, sure, Rarity. I saw that Shining Armor was such a good kisser that I woke up with. Pinkie froze and blinked twice. Oh yeah, I woke up. It was a dream after all. Whoops, wow, that must have been a really vivid dream. Really? It was all a dream? Fuck you! Fuck you! Oh. God damn it. A dream? Twilight gaped at her with the mingling relief and horror. You had a dream about mating with my brother and two princesses? I guess so. Pinkie shrugged. I don't believe this. I was on the brink of having my entire worldview shattered and having to reconstruct it from scratch. And now you tell me it was all a figment of your extremely overactive imagination? Was any part of that story even remotely true? Pinkie put a hoof to her chin, an exaggerated gesture in deep thought. Well, I'm pretty sure that conversation at the start with Princess Cadance's Shining Armor actually happened. But that must be why that part gave me deja vu. But the rest must have definitely been a dream. Applejack left out a barking laugh. My stars, girl. I wish I had dreams like that. She laughed again, and this time the others couldn't help but laugh with her. Even Twilight finally cracked a smile and let out a small giggle, relief radiating from her laughs. So come on, when did you really do it, Pinkie? You said you weren't a virgin, Rainbow reminded her. Well, that was the only time I can remember, actually. I guess I really am still a virgin. Pinkie shrugged and shot back a carefree smile. What? Wait. What? Still a virgin? All night we've been sharing our most intimate stories, and Pinkie Pie doesn't even have one to share for real? Rarity huffed. That's simply not fair. We did this for her sake. She's the one who started the whole thing. It was all for nothing. Of course it wasn't for nothing. Maybe Pinkie Pie doesn't have a real mating story, but we all do, and now we've shared them all. There aren't any more secrets between us. Applejack smiled and crossed her forelegs in satisfaction. I reckon you're right, Fluttershy. We're all pretty much bad wide open here. And I, for one, don't mind at all. Not even a little bit, Twilight agreed with a smile and giggled more genuinely. I trust you girls with my life. Trusting you with my sex life isn't asking much. Yeah, I guess not having any more big secrets between us is pretty cool, Rainbow Dash admitted. Well, I suppose I can hardly cast a vote against sharing delicious gossip with new friends now, can I? Rarity nodded along as well. Even if it does involve my private life, for you girls, it's worth it. Say, let's make a pact before we go, Twilight supposed, extending a hoof, well, fuck, toward the center of the circle. Whatever happens, wherever our love stories go from here, we'll keep each other in the loop, and help each other however we can. What about Pinkie? She didn't even have an actual story, Rainbow said. Then I guess I'll have to promise to tell you girls as soon as I start one for real. Pinkie beam sticking her hoof out to slap on top of Twilight's. Sounds good to me, Applejack announced, throwing her hoof atop on the other two. Me too. I wouldn't dream of missing out on each and every one of your stories. Rarity giggled and placed a dainty hoof in it as well. Oh well, if you all really don't mind hearing me gush now and then, Fluttershy whispered with a smile and placed a fifth hoof in the circle. Rainbow Dash looked at the other 5 hoofs, seeming to hesitate for a moment, but finally she smirked and placed her hoof atop of. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't have told my story to any pony else. So if any pony has the right to hear where it goes, or if I start a whole new one, it's you girls. To the future then, Twilight said. To life, love, and the pursuit of happiness. Yeah! And no pony else have dirty dreams about any pony else's brother. No promises. The 6 friends' laughter rang out throughout the room and continued long into the night. The next morning, they would all go their separate ways, back to their separate lives. But after that night, wherever else they went, they felt close as family. Best birthday ever. Oh, yes! Carcinio Geneticist, that was awesome. It was so funny, yet so awesome. Oh man, I'm sorry that I said fuck you. I mean, just hearing that it was a dream, I thought, oh my god. And I can't even talk right now. It was so good. Alright, comment time. Arya Mackey says, allow me to brace for the incoming shitstorm. Priceless work, my friend. Light Mask. Oh god, my sides hurt so much. Only Pinkie can dream like that. Viper 9172. I was in tears at the part when Celestia walked in. You and me both, dude. Hikari and Yami. This is almost what I expected Pinkie to be dreaming about. Why did I just write that? Tiamonti. Bravo, great chapter. Still marked as incomplete, I see. Sometime later, Pinkie's story. And then it shows like two pictures of the movie Thor. This fic, I like it. Another. Okay, Sioran. Given how Pinkie reacts in certain other situations in the show, that was really in character in a way. I mean, Pinkie Pie's reaction to a theft is to start making up outrageous accusations based on pop culture against people who just happen to be there. So, I guess that is kind of like Pinkie. Leo Archin. Ha! Wow, Pinky has some pretty intense dreams. I'm impressed she remembered that one, though, unless it wasn't a dream. Possible epilogue with consequences? Okay. Heavy weapons guy. First I was like, Then I was like, When Celeste came in, I was like... When it was just a dream, I was like, blah! Oh, man. Oh, I could see your comment, Lookman3731. Poor Pinky's still a virgin. Twilight Matrix 2.5. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Although it would be better if Twilight had walked in on them. Oh my god. That would have been so bad. Aurora says, a revealing glimpse into the cheerfully depraved, magical place that is Pinkie Pie's mind. Truly, 'tis a frightening place, and... Oh wait, no, I have dreams just like that. At long last, a kindred spirit. All of my likes, CG. Absolutely love the bonding at the end there. Can't believe that this is already the last full chapter. It all went so fast. Licorice Twist. I died. That was so fucking hilarious. Then Celestia comes in and Rainbow Dash laughing 5 times 5. And Twilight's reactions. Twilight angry, shocked, angry, shocked, angry, shocked, angry, shocked, face huffed. And then it's a dream? My god, hilarious. You're a pure genius. Johnny530394. Silly Pinky. Philip Phoenix says, this must be one of the best stories I've read here on FinFiction. It's just incredible how you managed to write those stories into the main storyline so well that it could actually have happened. I just hope that I can look back on those particular episodes without having pictures of this going through my mind too. It's probably gonna be hard. Well, kudos to you for the story. You definitely have me as follower from now on. Killer Wilsh. Pinky, I'm jealous. I'm jelly. Replace Shining and Celestia with Twi and Luna, and I want that dream. Seether00. Haha, Pinky, you are the best when you're trolling Twilight. Zenmatsuken. This fic isn't marked complete? Oh god. Fears in corner if for he inevitable Molestia strike. Well, thank god there wasn't a Molestia strike, so. Black Belt. I still think Pinky is telling the truth and threw in the last bit to save Twilight's sanity. Who actually knows if Pinky actually said it was the truth, but then ended up lying, saying it was a dream just to save Twilight from going completely crazy. Ospero. As far as I remember, according to the author, there always was an epilogue planned for the story, perhaps showing a little of how some of the relations developed. Rainbow Dash Derpy in particular would be of interest here. Erebos. Can you say greatest fic ever? Ledomare. And now for another exciting chapter of Pinky Writes a Club Fic. Oh god, wait. What if Pinky dreams about fanfics that were written here? As in, the dream she described was a clotfic that some person wrote, and due to her passive fourth wall breaking, it entered her mind during a dream. Who actually knows if that would happen? The Unknown Alias. And that's how Equestria was made. Scalicar. Who else but Pinkie Pie? And there's an image of Pinkie Pie on this comment. Six Roller. Wow, just wow. Once again, no disappointments here. And I guess us lot weren't right enough when we said threesome. I certainly hope that you either take us further or make a separate sequel. In either case, we have to see Pinky get some for real. Canis. Oh my goodness, lol, poor Pinky. Anime Game Master 6. I called it on the dream bit the second Celestia walked in and joined. Still very enjoyable. I am looking forward to at least one more chapter because it's still marked incomplete. Frizzy. I was hoping Celestia would walk in at the end and explain that it wasn't a dream. Truffla. Poor Pinky, such an active imagination and still a virgin. That's something that her friends ought to help her out with, and hopefully they will do a better job than the CMC did for Miss Cheer Lee. Twilight Shocked, and there's a few other emoticons that I don't know. Alaborn. And that's the story of how I got my cutie mark. Lemon Curry. It was a dream? And then there's a moving photo of Rarity and Sweetie. Mad? Mad? You son of a... Actually, I'm not mad. Still in all, you absolutely deserve this. A salute to awesomeness, where it shows a picture of Neil Patrick Harris saluting. Rust. Holy fuck, I can't stop laughing. You wonderful bastard, you. And then there's one from My Little Pillager. It shows a moving photo of Orson Welles from Citizen Kane clapping. Now that was well played. Jet Cannon. Absolutely bloody hilarious. Circle Cloud 9. Next chapter, we discovered that it was Luna who put the dream in Pinkie Pie's head. Stay tuned. Nice. Raid 10K. Well, I guess I called the threesome. Can't wait to see the epilogue. Lay Rainbow Dash. When Celestia said, "Without me, I died," and when the realization of the blanket part, at first I thought she meant her lady folds. I just couldn't breathe. Also, this in a good way. You know what I mean. I am quite frankly shocked and disgusted, dear sir. NTL. This was pure Pinkie Pie. Very hilarious. Kiwi Man 40. This is the only thing that could ever display my feelings for this chapter. And it shows a moving picture of a guy's head exploding and a lot of like images of Pinkie Pie coming out of his head. Oh wait, you're serious? Let me laugh even harder. That was from the Striped Brony. Alright. Oh, dude. That was so awesome. That was a good story. I will give this to you. Carciniogeneticist, that was an awesome story. It starts off very, very serious. What's wrong with Applejack, Rainbow Dash, and Rarity, and then it starts to get really good when Twilight is telling her story, and then it starts to get like very happy when it comes to with Fluttershy, and with Pinky, holy shit, that was so awesome. Well, anyways, I'm gonna stop this video and I'm gonna make another one, and I'm gonna read the epilogue. So until then, I'm Gunnar Stauffer, Gen Mullins 211, signing off.